Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My brother, this one, even myself, I am confused. I am flabbergasted. In fact, I am sophisticated. Oh, is that English correct? I don't want to know this. Let me ask. Is Uchechi Kanu really the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether ex or present? Is she really the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or are we exaggerating it? Because I don't understand. Do you know that the whole country is now that threatened to take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court? Uchechi Kanu advised them to do that. In fact, the kepu I'm hearing now from a very reliable source states that Uchechi Kanu is about to sue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court for dissolving DOS, for sacking Chika Edoziem. I don't understand. Please, somebody should wake me up from this my sleeping slumber. The voice you are hearing is the voice of Simon Ekpa, that is the one we refer as Simon Ekpa photocopy. Rose. Now they blow hot. Now they say, this guy don't scatter table. In fact, now the matter will see the settle for here. Maybe it seems to you like I'm joking. In fact, let us watch this clip. That clip you just hear small. Let us watch it from beginning to the end. I have many things we have to discuss. I have many things to tell you. I have a lot of secrets that you need to know from this guy. Yes, his vocal might be too loud. He is not shouting to you. He is shouting based on his own temperament. Hey, Uchechi Kanu, how do we offend you? How do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu offend you that even inside the prison, you are still tackling him? I am very sure if he died today, you will never even allow him to rest in peace in his grave. Watch this clip and let us come back to that set more. Please, I beg you, share this message. All the very, very important. Let's go there.
Gave order that he has dissolved a particular cabinet or criminals, and you said no, over your dead body will that happen. That Chika Edoziem that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fire will remain until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. What are the measures that you, Uchechi Kanu, has put in place for that man to come out? If not we, the United States of Biafran government, that is pushing for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have you ever spoken to David Dr. Masanga before? Have you ever spoken to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze before, Uchechi Kanu? You called my prime minister a terrorist. You called my prime minister the murderer of Biafrans. You called my prime minister a midget. And you think you're going to go scot-free? You are not going to go scot-free, Uchechi Kanu. You are not going to go scot-free. Believe you me, since you came on social media, I will tear you into pieces today. You don't know who I am. You don't know me, I'm telling you, you don't know who we are.
Alright, so Bobby Bomama Nkonye Chikwa Edoziem. Look at the 22nd day of June 2026. And this is a very, very heavy video response to Muni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from 19 Wokebo Mazi Rose. Nke mna po Ekpa's photocopy. One or two tifene menu na kibazwa. This is a supposed response to the video Uchechi Kanu, Muni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made some days ago. I mean, calling names, calling Simon Ekpa names, and also a whole lot of things. Actually, I'm going to just know watch this video. Kono no Kinada. Mazi Rose no Mozole Anine we made this video. One natural call the Kono Kitty when we filmed in this particular video. Watch the video, share with us in the comment section. Ikabara to some video. Can do always surround with you. Enjoy the rest of the videos. I will be right back.
Again, I want to appreciate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. These three are the people that we know for now. We do not know any other. And I want to say this once again today, that there is only one government, believe you me, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. These three, only in one government. One government. There is no other. I do not know DOS. I don't know any IPOB member or whatever they call themselves. They might be IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. That is for real. Any other is fake. Today, I am here to respond to one thing I was never going to respond to. I didn't want to come out to respond to that, but I'm going to be responding to Uchechi Kanu because everything she said was rubbish. She was not making sense because she tried to be relevant, but she was not. I'm going to be responding to one thing that she said on that video, mentioning Mazi Simon Ekpa's name. I've often told Biafrans, believe you me, that anytime anybody comes to attack Simon Ekpa, you are attacking me directly today, I am going to look away from the respect that I've been giving Onyendu. Onyendu owns his respect, but you see this woman, I'm going to tear her to pieces today. Now, this woman said that, called my prime minister a midget. Let us go and look at what a midget, the meaning of midget. Midget are dwarfs. Midget are the people who have a certain condition that makes them to, be isolated from other people, such as dwarfism, such as small body or any kind of, a body size that is not tall. That is what a midget is. And that is what this woman called my prime minister. Anyway, that is not even the angle that I'm going. But that is an insult to me and to the prime minister and to every Biafran, genuine Biafrans at large. Secondly, she said, prime minister is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was given life imprisonment. And thirdly, she said that Mazi Simon Ekpa was the reason why Biafrans were being unalive. You know what I mean by unalive? Killed. That's what Uchechi Kanu said. Let me break it down for us. Now, in that interview that they paid her to come and do, that the terrorist Nigerian government paid her to do, they told her exactly what she's going to say because Mazi Simon Ekpa's case is coming out very soon. And all of you know that anytime Mazi Simon Ekpa comes out is to defend the United States of Biafran government because her China Sanworu and the rest of their criminal gang, they have failed. They have failed, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fired them. According to how the whole story goes, I don't know whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did that or not. We don't know about that. We don't know the orders that was given, if it was given by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or whatnot. I don't want to be part of it. I never want to be part of it. But as I move, and I'm going to move with supersonic speed this morning, join me and let us go. Number one, Uchechi Kanu was the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left the United Kingdom, because Uchechi Kanu almost killed this man in this country. You know why? Every time he's having issues with the husband and kicks the husband away from the house, this mad woman that you see called Uchechi Kanu. And this woman decided to press the neck of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decided, you know what? Enough is enough. This woman was a very poor, rich people. You know these poor people, they're very aggressive when they're acting. Because they want everything to be sharp. If they have not seen money before, the moment they start seeing money, they want to control everything. They want to be in charge because they've never been there before. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knowing who he is a prince, decided to just give her space and go to another country to cool his hair. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was officially divorced from this woman. This woman she's evil. Now, at the end of the day, this woman continued to press the neck of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued to preach for the freedom of Biafra? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sent to Biafrans on this day. And then this woman continued all the evil she was doing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Number one, I want to ask you, Uchechi Kanu, where were you when they were sentencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Where were you when Omoto Shaw was reading John verse 10 verse 10b? John 10 verse 10b. Where were you, Uchechi Kanu? You probably was in London. And then after sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then they came to tell you that it's Simon that made this conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu possible. You can see how they're rolling. Now, this woman called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, Uchechi Kanu, in all the statements she made, she kept on using the word Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not my husband. Mark that part very clearly. She kept on using the word Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There was never a time she made used the word my husband. I listened to that rubbish she was talking to the end. Where caught my attention is where she mentioned my prime minister. I'm going to come into that very soon. Now, this woman almost killed the husband in order to get the life insurance benefit in this country, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is worth over £500,000. That is what this woman almost did. Kill this man because he was fighting for he was fighting for the freedom of Biafrans. This woman gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hell. To the extent I want to ask Mazi what is her name? Uchechi Kanu, Mazi Uchechi Kanu, because she's not a man, she's taking the position of men. So I want to ask this Mazi Uchechi Kanu, please, who gave up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who gave up his location? That is my question, and if you are able to answer this, then we know where we go from here. Then you must be very stupid for using the word of Simon Ekpa. And Mazi Uchechi Kanu, you didn't give us evidence of how Simon killed Biafrans. You never gave us any evidence. You just came out, Simon Midget killed our people. And the reason why these people were killed was because Simon got involved. What did Biakolo told you, Uchechi Kanu? Biakolo promised you that when they jail Simon Ekpa, your husband will be released. Is that not what they promised you? The same Biakolo who came to England. Uchechi Kanu was behind the barrier shouting, release Nnamdi Kanu. Are you not stupid? You have the guts to insult my prime minister. Uchechi Kanu, let me ask you a question. All the time that Nnamdi Kanu was in prison, the only time we saw you come close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in 2022. We put these things in record. You never appeared again until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was put to life imprisonment, which you are benefiting from. Because the government is paying you huge amount of money for your husband not being with you, and you are alone taking care of your son. Because Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. So you have every benefit get paid to you. Do you understand what I mean, Biafrans? This woman was bought by the Nigerian government to come and say what she has said. Uchechi Kanu, you have no right to mention Simon Ekpa from your mouth. You have no right to do that. Now, this same Uchechi Kanu, when the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going on, Uchechi Kanu contacted Ejiofor that you see, that was sleeping with this same Uchechi Kanu. Uchechi Kanu, I live in London, so I don't hide my identity. I live in United Kingdom, so you can take me up if I'm lying. This same Uchechi Kanu contacted Ejiofor, the Kanu wife, and Ejiofor had meetings with her in a hotel. What did you people go to do in a hotel in Abuja? Uchechi Kanu, what did you people go and do in a hotel in Abuja? Now, when all these things were going on, Ejiofor told this woman that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never come out again. And she accepted it. She knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never going to come out. And she abided by that and then stayed a distance from the husband. Because they have already known where this is going to end, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then Simon, Prime Minister, was in Finland fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Fighting. The reason why they never convicted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all this while was the activities of Simon Ekpa in Finland. Simon Ekpa was pressuring Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Uchechi Kanu colluded. If I am lying, let her come up with anything. I'm closer to you than any other person. I'm closer to you than Adade Orama. That will see fire very soon. I'm closer to you. This woman called Uchechi Kanu never used the word my husband. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never used the word my husband in any of those broadcasts she made. And what they did was they excused themselves from the whole case. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was jailed, they were happy. They were happy. Where was Uchechi Kanu the day Omoto Shaw was reading that Bible verse? Where was she? Please, I want somebody to tag this animal called Uchechi Kanu to tell us where she was. Where the last day that they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to be sentenced. Where was she? She was in London here. After the sentencing, she came in the middle of the night. Oh, I just went for an operation. I am feeling not too well. And then your husband, so-called, gave order that he has dissolved a particular cabinet or criminals. And you said no, over your dead body will that happen. That Chika Edoziem, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fire, will remain until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. What are the measures that you, Uchechi Kanu, has put in place for that man to come out? If not we, the United States of Biafran government, that is pushing for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have you ever spoken to Dr. Masanga before? Have you ever spoken to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze before, Uchechi Kanu? You called my prime minister a terrorist. You called my prime minister the murderer of Biafrans. You called my prime minister a midget. And you think you're going to go scot-free. You are not going to go scot-free, Uchechi Kanu. You are not going to go scot-free. Believe you me, since you came on social media, I will tear you into pieces today. You don't know who I am. You don't know me, I'm telling you, you don't know who we are. We are very loving and peaceful people, but you can't trample on our rights. Our right is our freedom. Freedom belongs to us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not own the whole Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu founded the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafran government. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop us from doing what? Not even you, riffraff. You bitch. Uchechi Kanu can stop this movement. You can't. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you. For calling my prime minister a murderer, you are going to see what you have never seen in your life. Now this is my time. Just give me from now till Friday the video we don't want to release before. I will ask and order if that should be on air. So that Biafran will see the shamelessness of this woman in public. Uchechi Kanu, you called Simon a killer. You called Simon a murderer. What of Ijele? I didn't see you mention the name of Ijele. That went to Nigerian government and brought military from the north and started looking for the hideout of what your husband placed in ground. ESN to save our people. Where were you? You never defended that. This animal, Chibuze Gwatu in South Africa. Uchechi Kanu, Chibuze Gwatu has been killing our people. You never mentioned this to the whole Biafrans. Uchechi Kanu, the IPOB, the ESN that your husband formed, Nigerian government killed all of them. Uchechi Kanu, you did not make a mention of it. You never mentioned it. You never told the public what happened to those ESN. But you said Simon was the aggressor. Uchechi Kanu, I want to ask you, Chika Edoziem, the rest of them, what have they been doing since over 10 years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested, has been kidnapped from Kenya, was kidnapped from Kenya, and illegally renditioned and illegally judged and jailed in Sokoto Correctional Center? What is this? What have they been doing differently from what Mazi Simon and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze has been doing to secure the release of your husband? Uchechi Kanu, I didn't know you were this stupid. I swear down to my life. I didn't know you were this stupid. I didn't know that this Uchechi Kanu, the wife of the former wife of Onyendu, is this stupid and hopeless. That anything that concerns money can drag your throat out. Uchechi Kanu, Soludo is killing Biafrans. We didn't see you talk about Soludo. Uchechi Kanu, have you not seen videos where Soludo sent his operation Ndiakodo to go and use mortar and started hitting on our Biafran brothers and sisters' leg to wound them or to wound them? Uchechi Kanu, you didn't speak about that. Enugu State Governor, so-called Mba, invited Fulani militias to Enugu to start killing Biafrans. Uchechi Kanu, did you say that to the world? Did you bring that to the public? Did you bring that to the public? The answer is no. But you have the audacity when the Nigerian state has paid you to come and mention Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's name from your mouth. I warned you people, and I warned you, don't call the Prime Minister's name again. You refuse, Uchechi Kanu. Can you see how demonic you are? You think you know something better than any other person? You think you are intelligent than any one of us? Uchechi Kanu, is that what you think? You think you can come and use your English and your, control of emotion to deceive Biafrans? It's not possible. Not on this planet Earth. Uchechi Kanu, you are working with the Nigerian terrorist government. Who gave you that power? That what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do dissolved, which I'm not sure he was the one who dissolved it. To come and reinstate it. Ask who? If you are not working for the state of Nigerian government. I didn't see you condemn anything. The arrest, the kidnapping, the jailing of man. I didn't see you condemn any of such. I never saw you condemn it. Uchechi Kanu, anybody that has you as a wife made the greatest mistake of his life. You are more than evil. I didn't see you call Ijele's name. Ijele that publicly took Nigerian army hunting down the security outfit that your own husband created. But Simon Ekpa, a midget in Finland. You called my prime minister a midget. You called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a midget. It can never be well with you, bitch. You are a bitch. A stupid bitch. I know after this, maybe Facebook might take my account down, but I don't care. But please, that's why I asked you to share it. So that if they take my account down, I don't care. You are a big bitch. A stupid bitch. That's who you are, Uchechi Kanu. Uchechi Kanu, you didn't tell the world that you were the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left to Kenya. You chased him out. And called the authority of United Kingdom and told them where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was. Colluded with Ifeanyi Uba, my uncle. Somebody was saying, oh, Ifeanyi Uba has been exonerated. Ifeanyi Uba remains a thief. Even in his grave, he can't attack me because he's a criminal. Ifeanyi Uba was called because he had his own private jet on ground. The Buhari's private jets cannot fly to Kenya to go and do an international kidnap. Lie. If they investigate, if after this investigation that is coming now, very soon in London, by Dr. David Masanga, we will know who gave out their private jet. It is not possible for the presidential jet to go and do international kidnap. It's not possible. Go and ask anybody. Go and Google it. It's not possible. Ifeanyi Uba's jet was what he used. Edozie said it. Uchechi Kanu knew about this thing. I'm telling you from here. She knew because she kicked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, wanting Nigeria to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that she can be having, she can be getting the benefits that they are paying, people that don't have husband in this country. Uchechi Kanu has been benefiting from all of that. Every small thing she will bring this poor boy, the poor son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, into the picture of the liberation of Biafra. Who told you that you, Uchechi Kanu, the son, owns Biafra? Who told you? Every single thing. You will hear something like, I was taking care of my son. Only me was taking care of my son. Who told you that the freedom of Biafra lies in one person? Biafra, let me rephrase it again and let me say it the way you will understand it. Biafra has been declared on the 29th day of November 2024 by Dr. Ngozi Orabueze in Latin Finland. And again, maybe you people don't get the check. The check is that Prime Minister is not under any terrorist conviction. He's not. And I said it with my full chest. Go back and check. We got the notice that that criminal conviction, that terroristic conviction has been removed. Because Nigeria has been indicted in the international community, in the International Criminal Court of Justice, which is the ICC, by David Dr. Masanga. Uchechi Kanu, you are evil to the core. You are a devil. And when she kicked her husband out of the house, Uchechi Kanu started looking for how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to die. I am telling you from here, you can contact his brother and ask him. And that is why the brothers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu treated Uchechi Kanu badly. Because they all got the information of what this woman was trying to do to the man. Prince Emmanuel Kanu is there. Go and ask him, go and verify from him what I'm saying today. Play my video to him, send this video to him. They went to sell this IPOB to the Nigerian authorities. They sold this movement to the Nigerian state. Both China Samoru, both Imam Madabu, both Imam Palafu, both the man that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fired. All of them sold this movement to the Nigerian states. That's why they are enjoying from it. And so that's why when you mention anything Simon Ekpa, they are very scared. They are very annoyed. Because the money that they are getting, they will stop getting it if you recognize who Simon Ekpa is. And that is why I am here with my full chest, telling you there is only one government. Only one government under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Take this to the back. It will help us. Now the Nigerian government brought Uchechi Kanu to start speaking. Where was Uchechi Kanu? Where was Uchechi Kanu when Nnamdi Kanu was being put to death by Justice Omotosho? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is life imprisonment, so it's death sentence. Right? And you have the gut to say the problem of Ndibu is Simon Ekpa. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Tell me one thing that you have done in securing the release of Onyendu that we are not doing. Tell me, show us, come and tell us what you have done, Uchechi Kanu. Uchechi Kanu, come and tell Biafrans what you have done that Biafrans are not doing, or USB are not doing. You are mischievous, you are a prostitute, you are a bitch prostitute anyways. You are just a very confused woman. Mazi Simon Ekpa want you to stay away from this struggle, just stay away. But no, they want to use you to confuse the public. They want to use you, Uchechi Kanu, to deceive the public. Because they say you are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife. Biafrans, how you will know that this woman is done with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? She doesn't address Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as my husband anymore. Remember, watch the video. She addresses him as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can imagine me have a problem and my wife is addressing the public. Oh, my husband was kidnapped and is a citizen of Nigeria. She can't call me by my name, Ruse. Everybody knows who my husband is, right? My husband has been taken. And maybe from the opening of the address, she may say, my husband, Rose, was kidnapped by the Nigerian terrorist government. And continue with that name, my husband, to the end of her speech. This one, she never mentioned my husband. That's to tell you that there is a problem. And how many times has this Uchechi Kanu gone to Sokoto to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you seen how evil this woman is? This woman saw the way Nigerian government moved swiftly and destroyed ESN. But she's not attacking the people who are behind this evil, such as this Nigerian state. The Nigerian government used every force on this earth to destroy ESN. Those same Nigerian governments cannot go and fight terrorists in the forest. Who are the aggressors? And you have the mind, you have the nerves to call Simon Ekpa a terrorist. Some of you that have not listened to that video, she said Simon Ekpa was the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was jailed for life. That is the activity. You see these people, that is why I hate them. They have turned the whole narrative around now. That my leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Uchechi Kanu, no go better for you. It no go better for you and Mama will burn you. It no go better for her for saying this nonsense. Give us evidence. Prove it. That Mazi Simon Ekpa committed act of terrorism in the southeast. Prove it. Prove it to Biafrans and we will drop this movement. Oh, they may say, oh, it's a riffraff talking. Don't worry, we don't need it. But I need it. I really want every one of you to send this video across to her platforms. She's evil. She's a useless bastard.
A very wonderful one. A very good one from this our brother, but a very bad one from our sister. Let me put it that way, from our sister, because as far as she is an Igbo, she is our sister. Before she got married to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, become Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, so she is our sister. I'm very disappointed in her. If what I'm hearing is true, if the kepu I'm hearing is true, my brother, there is a problem. Another quarters again have a different something to say concerning Uchechi Kanu. According to them, they said this woman was caught red-handed with Chukwu Macha Soludo doing They caught them in bed red-handed, according to the information we are hearing now. And that news will be the next news we are going to bring here, my brother, with a clear evidence, the reason why Chukwumacha Soludo said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must die in detention. Connect the dot, my brother. It might be allegedly, but as a right-thinking human being, when you see this kind of thing, when you hear this kind of thing, and then you check around, I mean, I don't mean spiritual, no, physical. Soludo have come out and voiced it openly, physical, that he don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come outside. So when you begin to hear this kind of rumor that they are being in bed, or rather he is being in bed with Uchechi Kanu, allegedly, even you your own self, you may begin to have a double mind whether it is true or not, just like as I'm having it. But let's not exaggerate it too much. I will bring the message with a clear evidence where an elder from Anambra say that this man, I mean this guy and this woman and this lady, which is Mbafo and Uchechi, say two of them, they do. Their evidence choke. But let us dissect the one we have before us here. Uchechi Kanu, let me ask, are you in any way elected? I mean, have you now become a Orulemi Tunumbu, who have her own office simply because her husband is elected as a president of the zoo? Let me ask you, maybe we are with the two. I mean, our exaggeration is a kind of making it look like we don't know the truth. But let me ask again: is there anybody elected or appointed Uchechi Kanu to be a decider in the affairs of IPOB, whether XDOS or DOS1, DOS2, and DOS3? The answer is no. Then why is she? In fact, she said no to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the dissolving of IPOB. I mean a DOS, spearheaded by Chika Edoziem. Lolo Uchechi came out and said no, said such a thing will not happen. So for you to know that Lolo Uchechi exactly came to that Nigeria to just lambast Mazi Nnamdi Kanu using Lolo Uchechi Kanu, connect the dot, my brother, and then you will understand where I'm coming from and where I'm heading to. So these guys are working together. Watch how Soludo sound. Watch how Lolo Uchechi sound, and watch how Lolo Uchechi is sounding now. The same thing with Chika Edoziem. The IPOB in Germany, Lolo Uchechi have insulted them to institute a legal action against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the new DOS he appointed. In Senegal, this woman have done the same thing. In Cote d'Ivoire, all these people I'm calling, they are very close to her. It seems like they are doing contribution to her hand. So now, that morning we cease to come inside, to come to her. Though now she pick offense and said no, that whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said cannot stand. The IPOB, the elders in Ebonyi State, come and come talk, say, we are with this guy. Even Ohaneze Ndi Iberibe, whom we all condemned and said, these guys are not doing well. They have issued a statement and said they are in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's decision either to dissolve the IPOB or to choose a new leadership. But if I may ask, how are they now supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when they have never supported him in the past? So the whole of all this is running wide in my head because I can't comprehend it. I can't comprehend. Now Nnamdi Kanu is having supporters. Even the people who not supporting him before is now supporting him because he changed the government of the day. I mean the government of DOS. Is there anything they are not telling us? Because I myself will talk my own, but I will not force it to your ear or down to your throat for you to believe. But I'm only making my own contribution towards where we're going. Yes, this is a very critical moment for all of us, including I myself. But the best thing to do is just we calm down to watch how these things unfold so that we don't make mistakes in a kind of analyzing things that we don't know or we are not sure of. You understand my point, right? Okay, let us see what happened from this comment section. A lot of people commented. A lot of people said Nehi Kaba. A lot of people supported Lolo Uchechi. You understand? A lot of people supported Lolo Uchechi. And also Lolo Uchechi, as the case may be. If I'm allowed to talk. But the gospel truth still remains that these guys, truly want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to buy in detention, I swear to God, they truly want him to buy him, including his own wife. God have mercy. Okay, here's a don Makasin. Okay, so that's why I love autopilot. They are fearless. Everybody is running back, but autopilot is coming front like never before. Like never before speak. Apart from Simon Ekpa, I don't see any capable person to take this fight up. Of course, they know that Simon Ekpa is truly fighting against them. They know that Simon Ekpa is spoiling business for them. That was why they have to spend all the money they can to travel all the way to Finland to go and testify against Simon Ekpa. Don't forget, even before Simon Ekpa had problem, Lolo Uchechi had been lambasting Simon Ekpa left, right, and center. What Simon Ekpa did to you? You don't even know Simon Ekpa from Adam. Then how is it your business now that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, is that? So it's just something they are not telling us. I'm still asking this question though. And I'm sure that this question is also running wide on your own head. What is really happening? Okay. Another of our brother here said, Rose is right after all. Mazi Simon Ekpa is the real freedom fighter. And that's why they fought to make sure they put him behind bars. But glory be to God that Mazi Simon Ekpa will not spend too long. And he will come outside. Ichie one day say, what this man is saying is nothing but the truth. What he is saying is nothing but the truth. That is Rose for you. Collins Ebo myself, please don't be provoked. You are still doing the good work, and may God Almighty be your guardian angel, according to this our brother. Okay, Godson Sherik Cynthia said, may we never marry what we cannot explain, and may we never come in contact with weapons fashioned against us. By this message, yeah, he get two-faced, but he said to your prayer, my dear. Emmanuel Onyekwe said, criminal and organ harvester of Igbo youths. Simon Ekpa, who be this one again? Emmanuel Onyekwe, this one na Hausa man. I don't know the Igbo name. Chukwuyoku Prince said, you are mad by calling Simon a criminal agent of darkness. You know, this is what the narrative they have sold to them by Uchechi, by DOS, by Chika Edoziem, by Mosia. But all these things are agenda. All these things are agenda. But the most funniest part of it and the most happiest part of it is that all this agenda is dead on arrival. From the onset, it is dead and buried. And that is why you need to stick to whatever you believe that is good for this our journey. And that is where I will stop. Have a nice day, please. I will come your way again. I still remain your one and only Okulora One Nation. Or you can address me as Okute Daily Talk 2, where we speak to you the undiluted truth. Our first publication for the day. So please, show us a thumb up if you love what you are doing here. Our reaction to videos are top notch, and we maintain it every day in and every day out. In any way you must have feel offended, maybe by our previous videos, my brother, my sister, we said we are sorry. Shikina. Okay? So please help me to circulate this video. Today is Tuesday, and today happens to be the 23rd day in the month of June and in the year of 2026. This month is almost going to say bye-bye to us. But before the month say bye-bye, I myself, I am saying bye-bye until you hear my voice again. Kachineke gozie gị.